Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So I've been trying to get into iRacing a little bit. It's been a while since I've played the iRacing, but I figured let me give it a try. Let me use my 240 hertz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, G-Sync monitor, and let's do some racing. And I have to say, using a 240 hertz monitor, it's the best way to truly get that fluid performance, as you will see in a minute. All right, so here we go. We're driving Indy Formula. We do some practice, and having that refresh rate, that VRR, variable refresh rate, 240 hertz with a G-Sync and 1 millisecond response time. You know, this monitor is, if you have 3 of these, I might get an extra one to have triple. Having 3 of these, it's really going to give you that nice, smooth experience. Also, calibrating a racing wheel, it's another important thing as well. A lot has changed on iRacing. So many different things have changed on iRacing. You know, I see much better graphics now. I see dynamic weather. I see tons of stuff being included now on iRacing. I'm slowly getting into iRacing. I'm practicing a lot. I want to practice a lot before I jump into a race, because I've been out of iRacing for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years actually, possibly 2 years. So it's good to see that there's a bunch of cars included, a bunch of tracks for $13 a month. iRacing is getting better and better. You know, it's one of those services that it's slowly evolving, and it has evolved big time since the last time I played it. And as you can see, I'm using a G29 racing wheel. I know it's not the best racing wheel. There's other racing wheels like Fanatic. Fanatic is about $500, $600. It's too expensive. But considering I only paid $200, $250 with a shifter for this racing wheel, it's a pretty good deal. To get into iRacing, I would say go step by step. Don't go all out. Just go step by step. Do a lot of practicing. Get your licenses from the oval to different rankings and different classes. I mean, different license classes. Start from the beginning and work your way up, and that's how you should do it. There's quite nothing like the iRacing. I mean, if you really, I know there's Assetto Corsa, Competizione, I know there's Gran Turismo and Forza, but if you really want to have that perfect detailed simulator, well, iRacing is that. It's not just me that's going to tell you that. Professional racers will tell you that. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will tell you that. I mean, ask any professional racer and they're going to tell you that. Because iRacing really spends a lot of effort to scan these tracks, to work on the tech of how the car responds on a certain pavement while you're going at certain speed with different types of tires. So they pay attention to all of that. You know, they put a lot of effort working with other licensed championships companies out there, from NASCAR to Indy 500 to GT racing, Formula One, etc., etc. You know, they spend a lot of effort to bring you that realism. But of course, you also have to have a good setup. My setup, it's a ghetto. Really, this is ghetto. I'm working on my setup. I'm gonna get a much better racing chair. I'll put up a bunch of speakers around it, and but you know what? There's nothing wrong with this. Hey, you know, I know you're gonna laugh. I know it's not the most fancy racing setup, but it gets the job done. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go all out. Let's go a little bit faster here, shall we? All right, let's do this. Oh Lord, oh Lordy Lord, oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. Ah! That's it. Well, anyway, there you have it. I just wanted to give you a little example of iRacing and this monitor. Listen, Alienware Monitor, 240 hertz, 1 millisecond response time, G-Sync. This is it, man. With a display port, this is the best way I think you're gonna get that awesome, smooth accuracy right here. Look how realistic that is, and look how perfectly calibrated in it. There's no input lag, zero. It's as fluid as it can be. Well, anyway, the whole point of this video is to show you that you don't really have to go crazy. I would think you can get this Racing Wheel G29 for $250. You can get this monitor on sale for like $300 when it goes down. I would suggest going with a triple screens or even dual screen will get the job done. But even one of these monitors will get the job done for you as well. Okay, so granted, you're going to need a pretty good computer. I will always tell people, make sure that you have a pretty good CPU. I go with the i7 processor, 9th gen, 5.8 gigahertz, 6 cores, or you can go with 30. I would say 32 gigs of RAM, just to have that extra RAM. And make sure that you have a dedicated computer. On this computer, I only have this. Like, I don't have anything else. It's just the software of iRacing, and everything else is cleaned. Like, there's no applications, none of that crap. I have that in my office where I do live stream. So this computer is just strictly for iRacing. You know, so people who say iRacing's too expensive, well, you go step by step. You go baby steps. You don't buy everything all at once. You practice. You go step by step, like Dale Earnhardt says. You don't just go crazy. And then you get the different classes. You work on your license, and then you move up to the ranks. And next thing you know, who knows? You might be on an e-racing on an ESPN. You don't know. You might be even racing against the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Imagine how freaking cool that would be, that you are racing with him. Especially now they got Monte Carlo 1987 car released. There's this Chevy. I think there's Monte Carlo, and there's I believe Pontiac. So they're working on those 1987 cars, stock cars, which is pretty cool. Anywho, well, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The live stream will be tomorrow, Friday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. As far as the LG, I'm still waiting for the LG. The C10, probably mid-July. You guys have to remember, with this pandemic, with this COVID-19, they're sending that TV to me from Korea. Okay, and they're not calling it South Korea; they're just calling it Korea. Okay, I learned that from them. They told me we don't call it South Korea; we just call it Korea. Seoul, Korea, and they're gonna send it to me from Korea. But it's gonna take time, guys. It's gonna take time. If I get it by end of July, I'll be very happy. But as soon as I get it, I'll let you know. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good one. I know my friend Brendan. He'll definitely get interested or intrigued, or maybe even JT, because JT, he loves cars, and he might get intrigued by the iRacing. There you go. All right, guys. If you have any questions about the iRacing, let me know. I'll explain everything for you. For those of you who are not familiar with internet racing, that's what the iRacing is. It's an internet racing. It's been around for years now, almost, I think, like what, 10 years, something like that, and they come a long way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys, I'll see you tomorrow.